Oh, you know Mr. Wonderful had to go grab himself a water. Because after 4 videos, the voice takes a toll when it comes to these sneaker profiles. And of course, we are on the last one. The 5th and final finale when it comes to this specific segment, right? The runners. Some amazing shoes that I brought to you when it comes to the past 4. I hit you with the first, the Presto, in that beautiful colorway. I hit you with number 2, the Huarache in that Escape colorway. I hit you with number 3, the Aquatone in that beautiful 90s colorway. And then I hit you with that Stussy collaboration, the Desert Oak. And now, oh, if you read the thumbnail, I feel like this one right here really screams that 90s. Really gets the grasp of the whole Huarache and the whole model of the Huarache with this colorway. And it is actually my favorite color when it comes to Huarache. Just an amazing shoe that I have to my right. But before we get into any of that, that light, of course, it's shining bright on Mr. Wonderful where it should be. But I am a very giving person, so I'm letting that light shine bright on you as well. The fellas out there and those beautiful ladies, oh, that I call my cheerleaders. I appreciate each and every single one of you for coming on into the FC Sneaker Factory. And of course, yours truly is in front of the fucking camera giving you that amazing delivery. But most importantly, this beautiful shoe that I have to my right. We are on Sneaker Profiles 225. And yes, we are inching closer and closer to 230. And we will touch on that in the next segment. But before all that, let's go ahead and knock this fucking fit out of the fucking park. Right here. I am relaxing at home. In case you missed the past 4 videos, where the fuck you've been at. But I'm relaxing at home, so therefore, I'm just stress relaxed. I am actually rocking this nice peach colored Atlas skate shop tee. You see the A right there. That's not where I really like, but I really like the hit in the back. I feel like this hit definitely gives off that vibe for that whole Nike SB Fruity Pack collaboration. Specifically, that pineapple. I feel like this tee and some light colored denim would go perfect with that pineapple high, which I have in my collection. But I am also wearing some nice sage color rag and bone shorts. Probably call one of the ladies up a little bit later and, watch a movie with her at home. Nothing crazy, but just something casual. Like, this is how I am when I'm at home. I'm just basically relaxing, especially when it comes to this summer heat. Of course, Mr. Wonderful needs to get focused. There we go. Mr. Wonderful's focused and looking amazing as always. I got you beautiful people present and accounted for. Now let's go ahead and drop this sneaker profile. 225 right here. And this is another beautiful Huarache. Oh, and actually when it comes to this specific shoe right here, I actually have multiple shoes in this colorway. And there's a slight subtle detail when it comes to the 2 that I have. The one though I have retired, and I'll let you know what year that one came out in. But this one is my newest one, obviously, and this one I actually purchased on StockX. But we'll go into that detail. But let's first take a look at the box right here. So you do got this nice orange and white box, the typical box that we see from normal, general releases. Except when it comes to the recent ones that I've been showing you, when it came to the Huaraches, you do have that older 90s style box. So this one's a lot different because this one dropped. Those ones that we visited dropped in 2021. This one actually dropped in 2019, I want to say. So we'll check the dates in a little bit, but here we go right here. But this is what I really want you to focus on right there. The Nike Air Huarache Run 91 in that size 10.5. So this one has a little bit different paper right here. So you do got that nice Nike newspaper clipping paper. So that's a pretty cool touch when it came to this one. Like I mentioned, this was a StockX pickup. I picked this one up for really low, and I think that's why I really wanted it, because it was so low. So I want to say this also came with some other stuff, but I can't find it right now. But just a great touch when it came to the paper. And I don't know if the person that sold this put this sticker on, or if they all came with this sticker. So if you have one from this time era, let me know if your box came with that, if you still have it around. So this one actually, so let's go ahead, let's go back, let's backtrack a little bit, jumping ahead. Let's go ahead and open up the books, because gotta open up the books, because this is the finale of the runners of the Huarache segment right here. So here we go, sneaker profiles, 225 right there, and we are talking about the Nike Air Huarache. This is known as, this beautiful colorway is known as the Game Royal Dynamic Pink. Okay, so here we go. Beautiful shoe. I love this fucking shoe right here. I love the color. It's just a great look when it came to Huarache on this one. Let's go into the backstory of the Huarache. Like I said, I want to ingrain this material in your head. The shoe released back in 1991. The designer behind the shoe is Tinker Hatfield. We all should know who he is at this time, especially if you're a true sneakerhead. But one of the greatest shoe designers of all time right here. He, basically put his touch in 91 with this Huarache model. So this one right here. So this shoe came out, as you should all be aware, because on the tag it says 91. So this shoe originally debuted in 1991. So there's been a couple of retros on this one. So I originally had the first retro, which came out in 2013, and it was the same exact colorway. It was called the White Game Royal Dynamic Pink. So that released in 2013. So with that one though, and I still have it to this day, I actually run in that one, but right here, this black rubber, it actually runs through right here into this part right here. So this is all black. Besides that, everything is the same exact colors, no other different details regarding it, but just this detail with this black rubber, and the black continues to travel on into this back rubber right here. But besides that, same exact thing, nothing changed on it. But the one that I'm holding in my hand right here, this shoe released, actually, I'm sorry, I was mistaken. Let me retract my words earlier. This wasn't released in 2019. This was released in 2017. So this is the OG colorway right here. This is, I'm not sure if this is the first colorway that came out back in 91, but this is definitely one of those colors that came out in, one of the first colorways, even before like the aqua tone or before the Escape. This shoe, because those ones, I want to say those ones released in 92. This one actually released in 91 as far as the original release date. So this one, beautiful shoe, right? You do got that nice white nylon on the toe box, but also hits on this side right here. This beautiful white leather, all white midsole, right? Nothing's different on that. All white midsole, white leather right here on the side panels that go through the shoelaces. But then you do got this beautiful pink and blue hits when it comes to the sock liner on the side panel. This black rubber part, that typical rubber part that we see on all Huaraches. I love it. And then let's take a look at the rear part of the shoe right here. You still got the Air right there embossed in the midsole in all white. That little that pink box right here on the sock liner. But then above that, you do got this beautiful Game Royal color on the sock liner. So this is what's different when it comes to this, the 2017 model when compared to the 2013 model, is that Nike, and then this rubber part is in that pink, in that dynamic pink colorway. So that's what's different there when it compared to that 2013 one. But besides that, like I said, the medial side exactly the same as the lateral side. You got that black rubber, you got that pink, and then that blue sock liner, and also that blue Game Royal sock liner on the top. This nice leather when it comes to the side panel right here. This beautiful all white midsole, very clean. This nice little white nylon hit. This this white leather on the toe box. And now let's take a look at the front part of the shoe. You do got that black hit right there when it comes to the front of the shoe. But underneath it, gorgeous, right? You pretty much all black outsole, but then you do got that nice white triangle in that beautiful Nike, and then that swoosh and the air in that dynamic pink, and then you do got those little white hits on the outsole. Aerial view is where it's at. I love it. Definitely takes me back to the old school, right? You do got the nice white nylon toe box, this beautiful Game Royal sock liner that goes through the entire, right? The entire tongue of the shoe. So this is something different. Very different. So white laces, nothing different there. But right here, you do have that Nike Air in that dynamic pink, the Air Huarache right there, but you do not have the Huarache logoing on there. So that's another part I want to say that was different from the 2013 pair. On the 2013 pair, you do have that. You did have that circle Huarache logoing on the tag of this shoe. I'm just curious why they left that out. I wonder if that was added on later on, if that circle, that Huarache logoing was not present on the original one. I'm curious about that. I would definitely have to read about that, but that is something different. I never noticed it until now. But you do have the all white insole, the Nike Air right there on the insole in that beautiful dynamic pink, but it's also missing that Huarache logoing in the insole as well. So that's pretty crazy. This is all that pink sock liner and that dynamic pink, gorgeous though. So I want to say maybe this is, I want to say that maybe this shoe is really based off the original, right? The original from 91, where they didn't have the Huarache logoing on the shoe. It was just straight Nike branding on it. Even on the insole, just completely different. But what do you think about this shoe? I mean, I love this shoe. I remember the shoe that I purchased in 2013. I paid a good amount of money for. I couldn't find it anywhere, like in the States, like in any shoe place or online. I remember I purchased that one on eBay, and I paid a good amount of money for that one because it was a shoe that I really wanted, because you just never, at that time, 2013 wasn't a time that you really saw too many Huaraches. At that time, I want to say there was a lot of high tops that were releasing, like the basketball Huaraches, but not so much these low ones, especially in this specific colorway. So I remember I had a hard time finding it, and then when I did find it, it was a good amount of money, but I did pay the high for that. And then later on, I was like, you know what, I need a brand new pair, because I want to say I was using that pair for the gym, and it started, the coloring of the shoe started, I want to say, getting a little bit pinkish. So then I was looking on on StockX, and I found it, and this is the pair that I have in my hand from StockX. Paid really low compared to way back when I purchased the first retro of the shoe. Paid the absolute high on that, but this one actually was really low. And if you could get your hands on this one, I really suggest you do, because it's just a great shoe, great colorway. The colors definitely scream the 90s, and they definitely pop with that dynamic pink and that Game Royal blue. Gorgeous shoe. My favorite Huarache right there. Absolutely love that shoe. But what do you think about that one, fellas, and those beautiful ladies that I call my cheerleaders? What do you think about that one? You think that one's at the very top of all the ones that I've just showed you in this past sneaker profiles, or do you think there's other ones that are above it, slightly above it, or well above it? Drop a comment down below. Let me know which one is your favorite when it comes to the Nike Air Huaraches, especially in those old school colorways. But right here, sneaker profiles. 225 is officially in the books. The book is shut on it. Great shoe. I love the shoe. I just love the model. Great fit when it comes to my foot. How does it fit your foot? Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you're a Huarache person or if you're not. I would love to know. I would appreciate the comment. Thank you so much for coming into the FC Sneaker Factory. And like I said before, I'm only going to be delivering you fucking greatness. Yes, it might not be an early look on the shoe. Yes, it might not be the first look on YouTube when it comes to the shoe. But it's always going to be fucking greatness, and it's always going to give that beautiful shine to some older shoes that you probably forgot about or you never knew existed. That's what my job here is to bring fucking light on that, on these shoes, because they deserve it. There's so many shoes that are forgotten about and that people like yourself need to be reminded of. But don't worry. I know those doors are about to be shut in front of your faces, and you don't have to go home, but you have to get the hell out of the FC Sneaker Factory. I appreciate you, though, for stopping on by in a couple of days. Mr. Wonderful will make his valiant return to the FC Sneaker Factory and his valiant return to the YouTube airwaves to drop more fucking content for you beautiful people out there. The fellas and those beautiful ladies with a brand new segment to introduce in front of your beautiful eyes. But in case you're wondering, Mr. Wonderful, why aren't you are you gonna leave us with that great ending? Of course I am. What do you expect? Just like at the end of tonight, probably, and also maybe tomorrow, because I'm supposed to have a lunch date with one of the beautiful ladies. I'm always gonna hear those beautiful words that I'm so accustomed to hearing. And they go a little bit of something like this. Floyd, Mr. Wonderful, you are too damn sweet.